Take 5 with Ricovibes, the ultimate in entertainment. Live interviews, social commentary, and so much more. Go tell somebody you're now locked into Take 5 with Ricovibes.
What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Ricovibes, and welcome to the Flavor Cafe, aka Take 5. This is the Flavor Cafe version of Take 5. My very special guest slash co-host, the one and only Renee. How are you?
Hi, Rico. How are you?
I'm good. Good. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
So, this show, we're going to talk about what goes on in the community, in the reggae scene, in the soca scene, in the party scene. And then one segment is going to be about relationship topics. So I think she's the perfect person, don't you think? All right.
Hey.
So, full disclaimer, she is married to a DJ Popsy,
Yes.
Ranks. So we're going to talk about DJs. So, hopefully she can stay partial and not biased.
I'm pretty good at that.
Hopefully.
Okay. Watch.
But just keep that in mind, okay? One of the things I wanted to talk about was the fact that, after checking the flyers, I'll say, for the last 2 years, it's been the same, I want to say 6 or 7 DJs on every party, just rotating. Mm-hmm. At least in the reggae scene.
Agreed.
On every party.
Agreed.
And hence the music pretty much is the same on
Vibe.
every party. So, what can we do about that? Or can we do anything about that?
I think we can. I think that there's a lot of, just like you was just like, I think there's a lot of people being biased when it comes to events and
Promoters or people?
promoters.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of corruption within, and sometimes it's not, I don't think it is, they do it on purpose.
Right.
I think it's more, sometimes it's a friend thing.
Most
A
of the
DJ
times.
will come to a promoter will drop a flyer and say, book me.
Right.
If I didn't book you, that means, to me, it gives, you're not the vibe, but that's not where I want it.
That's
And then
right.
because that's their friend or whatever, all right, come do this, come do that. In the beginning, you were not, I always,
When you sit down to set out a party and plan a party, if you wasn't in the thought process, why just
leave it alone. Just come and support or whatever. But everybody want to be on everything.
Right.
People have, they have themes for their parties. And sometimes it's not that you're a bad DJ. You just don't fit that theme.
Correct.
They will have a 90s party. They will have all... When you look up there, you're like, who is going to deliver this? I mean, not necessarily any specific 90s party, but,
I understand.
just to say,
Yeah, I understand.
who is going to come and deliver?
I understand.
You know what I mean? There's a lot.
The other
of
part
stuff.
for me is that I have some DJs that feel if they played on a party last year, then they're automatically booked on it this year. And maybe I want to change up my lineup. Maybe I want to try somebody else. Maybe I want a different flavor.
True.
So just because you're booked on it last year, don't mean that you automatically booked on it this year. And then they will have you up if you don't book on it this year.
Yeah.
So it's a ticklish, it's a slippery slope, so to speak.
Yeah. I think once everybody gets more, I think there's a lot of, nobody's not moving professional. I think it's just a friend thing. And, oh, you know me, why wouldn't you put me on this? It don't have nothing to do with knowing you, and it's not anything personal per se. You just don't fit you don't fit in right here.
Right.
It's nothing personal.
And then the funny thing as well is that the people say if they read your flyer, or DJs, if they read your flyer in a dance, you should automatically give them, and they're not booked on it, then they should automatically get a ticket to come into your party. How you feel about that? Again, married to a DJ.
I can get where the DJs come from when they're saying, whoever you book, have them do the work.
Right.
It makes sense.
Right. Of course.
Because that's the brand that you're going with.
Right.
And they know that they are going to pull out their crowd.
Right. So
But
hopefully. Right.
But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like they make too much of a big deal about it.
Yeah.
You know, somebody could. Oh, can you read my flyer? Why not?
But see, you've been around for you've
But
been around for a long time in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Even before you're married to Popsy, you've been around before then. So you've seen people come and go.
Come and go. People don't realize that. Like sometimes I will, step back a little bit and watch and see what's going on, and then I'll be upfront now because obviously he's out. I'm out all the time, but I just looked at it the other day and I'm like, I've been on this scene.
How long though?
Since 2008.
Did you move directly from Jamaica here?
No, I went from Jamaica to New York.
Oh, to New York. Oh, so you lived in New York as well?
Yes.
Okay. Where in New York?
The Bronx.
Oh, Bronx. We don't like Bronx. We don't like Bronx.
We love the Bronx.
Well, I'm a Brooklyn guy, so I rep Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, I went to school in Brooklyn.
Did you?
But I lived in the Bronx, so it's kind of best of both worlds, but whatever. Lived in the Bronx, nevertheless.
See, Navis, I'm going to see your interview palm done. Bro, I've asked him for interviews. I've asked him several times. So I'm not go on him.
Oh, okay. Point blank, period.
Several times.
That's how you got to deal with Navis, period. Yeah.
So Navis, he texts right in the middle of us recording. So anyway, first of all, you have a hookah service as well.
I do.
Talk about your hookah service.
Well, I'm a big hookah smoker.
Yes.
And yes, anybody could tell you any part. I don't even care who's doing the hookah. Once we get our table, we got to put a hookah on it. Boom.
Okay.
So, I mean, what happened with me, why I started my service is that we traveled and we went out there and saw some innovative stuff. And I'm like, we need that.
Really?
We need
outside
that.
of Atlanta, outside of the reggae scene.
Outside of the reggae scene in Miami, in New York, and I just wasn't getting that.
Oh.
And it would be nice to have that, on a regular basis. So,
are you talking in terms of flavor and stuff like that? Because I don't smoke, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, not necessarily flavor, but more of what do I call that? Technology.
Gotcha.
More of equipment. More of the things that you need to give you a better hookah session. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
So I invested in some stuff, and we've been doing good.
It's been over a year now, right?
Yeah, because I had Jax. Jax is a year, and I had the service going on probably about a year and a half before that. So
it's been oh wow.
Yeah.
Seems like it was yesterday though. Man, time flies.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What do you think about the scene though? What do you think about just in general? The parties. Just in general.
Let me say this: knowing what I know about the other states, like where Popsy would go to play and whatever. Atlanta, I believe, has a gem of a reggae scene, and they don't realize it.
Don't appreciate it.
And they don't appreciate it, and they don't hone in on what they have here in Atlanta. When Popsy travels, every time he comes back and he's just like,
Is it in terms of the selection of music, the people, the dressing? What is it specifically?
No, I don't necessarily think it's much of the dressing or the. It's
they've
just
gotten
the
better.
vibe.
They've gotten better.
They have gotten much
Over the
better.
years, they've gotten better.
They've gotten much
The
better.
prom
I must give it to
the prom
you.
dresses are gone. No offense.
I must give it to
The
you
prom dresses
guys.
are gone.
It got better, and people are now getting a little bit more
More
stylish
flavor.
and a little more.
Yeah.
But as far as a vibe,
Okay.
I've been to New York parties now. There's no.
But there's
Straight
no venues.
muggling.
But there's no venues in here.
But when they do
when
get
they do
in,
come out, it's modeling.
Yeah, muggling. Everybody's just. You gotta go to a BRT or a ATI or this to catch a vibe. Atlanta has that vibe.
So you don't think there's a certain amount of modeling here as well?
Of course, there's a certain amount of, and a lot of the time, the people who's muggling, you shouldn't be muggling.
Shouldn't be modeling.
But who am I? Who am I? I'm just saying.
Sometimes I recognize, the dresses, from certain online stores. And I'm not knocking anybody. You buy what you can afford, I guess.
That's true. But the thing is that people don't understand when it comes to dressing, it's not even about how much money you have to spend. Because you can go on the cheapest of things, but it's your flavor. Dressing is an expression of you. It's how you put it together.
Correct.
You can have a cheap outfit.
Right.
But the way how you mix your pieces and put your shoes and your heels and your this and your that and you come up with your own flavor, they don't have that. A lot of them don't have that.
But the funny thing is, a lot of them came here from other states like New York, Florida, that they were like that. We thought they were like that in those states. And then they come in and started dressing, I don't know, I don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it. But
the thing is that, Rico, once you have it, you have it. So no matter where you are.
Yeah. No,
because people say it all the time. Oh, I know you don't come from here. I don't. Yeah, because you come from New York. I do come from New York, but there's a lot of people that also come from New York and can't dress.
Yeah, but you're into fashion, though. You're into style, and you're into that stuff. So that might come a little bit more natural to you.
I guess, but they always say you dress like you're from New York.
Because of how you dress.
But there's a lot of people in New York that can't dress.
Well, that's true. That's true. A lot of people here that can't.
There's a lot of people here that come from New York that can't dress.
That's why I don't understand what happens once they cross that
maybe they
highway.
Maybe they believe that it's not that serious when they come here.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, disclaimer: they're dressing a lot better now because they used to dress a lot worse. I mean, it used to be we used to be counting the prom dresses. Again, I've been doing photography here for over 20 years, so I've seen them.
Agreed.
I've seen them. Anyway, let's get into the relationship topic of the day. And I have a couple.
Okay.
One of them, first one is, what's the difference between a love coach, an escort, or a prostitute? A love coach, an escort, or a prostitute?
Love coach? I don't know.
Love coach, from my understanding, a love coach is a person that you go to that teaches you how to love your mate or how to be around your mate. I was watching a show. It was what's that show, that Tyler Perry show with the girls? Can't remember the name of the show. But he had one of the girls' boyfriend had gotten a love coach to show him how to kiss, how to caress and stuff like that. So, I think they can go as far as making love to the person to show them how to make love to them.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I saw it on Twitter or something.
Sisters.
I think I know what you're talking about. Right. Okay.
So, what's the difference between a love coach, an escort, and a prostitute?
Okay, prostitute, I think it's really just how you market yourself. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's just how you market. The prostitutes.
Prostitute gets paid, right?
They get paid, but they're just kind of the lower, they market themselves on the street corner.
But prostitution has gotten a lot more sophisticated now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pick up the phone and call and make an appointment and,
like Backpage and
there you go.
Yeah. But I will put those kind of people in between prostitution and escorting.
Okay.
I don't know. I think prostitution is the ones that you could go down there and say how much for this
and pay them
and come on, let's go. I think that's just straight prostitution. Escort,
rent an hour in a hotel and you go to
them. Escort, I think they have a little bit of, it's the same thing, but they just have a little more, they just market themselves a little bit more uppity.
So if you want to go to a nice event, upscale event, then you'll more get an escort
over a prostitute. Because prostitutes, most time they're on a drug. They come with other stuff, but the escorts is more like the sane. I don't know, the more sane, more
prostitute.
Put together,
you're sure to get SEX.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Escort,
the same
you
thing.
may not get no SEX.
No, but I thought you book whatever you want.
True.
So if you're booking it, then you're gonna get it, right?
Get it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's just marketing.
And a love coach, you may not get none of that unless she's showing you what to do.
Unless, maybe that seems like something more of like if they're into you, maybe it'll go a little bit further.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's just marketing.
So if
Target,
your husband or your
Walmart.
boyfriend or whatever wants
I
one
don't
of
know.
these, would you have an issue with that?
Wants one of what?
What the escort, the love coach, or the prostitute?
What he need a prostitute?
So you wouldn't give your husband a one night pass?
No.
Not at all.
For what? No.
No, there's some women who after they've been married for a while,
Okay.
5, 10 years, whatever the limit is. Just okay, I'll give you a pass for one night to do whatever you want to do. You wouldn't do that.
No, because I feel like that opens the doors to a lot of stuff.
Okay.
It opens the door. It opens the door. It opens
She's
the doors.
She's thinking.
No, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking about like what I would probably do, but like pass to just go and you and the next person.
Well, no. It's a one night pass. You don't have to know what he does, but it's a pass. So if he does something, he gets a pass.
Never. No. It just. I feel like it complicates things because then. Suppose he like the girl. Suppose he want to go back when you not on a path. No. Bother with that.
That's I guess if you got to be secure, not that you're not. I'm just saying. I guess you have to be secure with if a man accept it.
But you know what? I probably would do if we weren't married and we were together for a while and. Maybe I would consider like, okay, you get a pass to see if this is what you really want, kind of thing. But not after marriage. I think after marriage it's done. You should have thought about that when we was walking down the aisle. You should have thought about that.
But some couples do that though.
No. I'm sure, but everybody do their thing, how they do their thing.
Right.
How they do their thing.
Right.
But for me, I just think that before we get married, maybe I'll give you a pass.
Yeah, I think me personally, I think once you go to the distance of actually getting married,
you know what you signed up for.
Everything is off the table. Everything is off the table. So that was a good answer. At least we know where your head is at.
Yeah.
I wasn't tricking you. I was actually asking a genuine question.
Okay, cool.
I wasn't tricking you.
Yeah.
So Popsy, you're in good hands. You're in good hands. Trust me. What's going on this weekend?
What's this weekend?
This weekend, Friday, TT.
TT, yeah. What's that? Ballon d'Or.
Is that what the name of it is?
Is that the one at 592? Ballon d'Or, I think
TT.
that's what they call it.
Before that, on Thursday night is Gal Farm, of course, Chopper Thursdays.
Yep.
Over at Gal Farm at, it's not Calabar and Grill anymore. What is it now?
Yeah, they changed it. I'm not sure.
I gotta look it up. But in the meantime, at Chef Tony's place, it's all about Chopper Thursdays. Continues every Thursday.
The twins party is tomorrow. Their birthday party at Grand Aunt's.
Right. What's the name of this place? Smash Tacos and Tequila.
What? That's the new name?
That's the new name for Calabar and Grill. Smash Tacos and Tequila. So that's the Gal Farm Thursday. And this week is called Balance Golang Gal. Okay. DJ Bread, Copper Ash, and of course Juggler Experience. The twins party is you're gonna be seeing this today, which is on Wednesday. So the twins party is tonight.
Okay, tonight.
And that's they're gonna be what 30?
30.
The big 3-0. I met them when they were about 16,
yeah,
17.
in their teens. Yeah.
Yeah, man, time flies. So is it Grand Aunts?
Grand Aunts.
Grand Aunts. I think this is the last party before they close down for renovations.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, so make sure you go out and support tonight at Grand Aunts, the twins' 30th birthday. That's a milestone.
Yeah.
You have 16, you have 18, you have 21.
21.
You have 30. You have 25. Yeah.
25.
30.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, Friday is TT. Saturday, Ding Dong and Rebel. You going?
Of course. Duh.
Disclaimer, Ding Dong is going to be here to record a Take 5 to drop on Friday.
Nice.
And Rebel is going to be here to record a Take 5 to drop on Friday as well. So look out for those interviews this Friday.
Cool.
All right. So, or Saturday morning, I don't know, however I can get quickly to do the editing. Look out for those. All right. Make sure to log on to thereggaescene.com. Check out Take 5 to subscribe to youtube.com/Take 5. Also, how do they get in contact with you for your services?
Well,
hookah services. Let me clear that up. Hookah services.
Okay, so we have the Instagram. It's Kaleido Smokes, right?
How you come up with that name?
Because it was more like I was more looking into like exotic flavors of smoke. So when I thought about like flavors colliding, like it was like you know, that's where I was going with that. But nobody knows how to pronounce it.
Yeah, so pronounce it for us, please.
It's Kaleido Smokes,
right.
But K Smokes is fine. Navis calls it Kugels.
Kugels? Where you get that from?
He calls it whatever he wants to call it. They call it every kind of thing. Just whose service is it? Renee's service. Right. I'm good with that. I don't care what you call it as long as y'all paying me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, Kaleido Smokes. That's on Instagram. On Facebook, you could just contact me, Renee Campbell, on Facebook.
So you took your husband's last name, right? What is his last name?
Foster. Mrs. Foster.
So are you Mrs. Foster?
I am Mrs. Foster.
Of course. But I don't see it on paper.
I say, I mean, it's there, but it's like
it's silent.
To change everything.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I've been
Renee Campbell Foster.
Yes.
I like that.
I mean, because my kids also have my last name,
which is Campbell.
So so it's like.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Changing all those paperworks.
Yeah. So yeah.
I got you. All right, well, make sure to, again, log on to thereggaescene.com, log on to the Flavor Radio 24/7. Check out her father-in-law's show, which is Delroy Ranks, Delroy Foster.
Delroy Foster Senior, right?
Senior. Every week right here on the Flavor Radio. Sometimes it comes on a Friday, sometimes it comes on a Saturday, but check it out. You can have the reruns as well.
But I heard Popsy's supposed to be
coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
Oh, see,
we
got news break.
Maybe that was exclusive.
No, Popsy started. He started on the radio.
Yeah.
He started on the radio, so he's welcome back anytime.
Yeah.
So Popsy, I remember Popsy he started mixing on Deli's show, and he perfected it. Like I don't even recognize Popsy anymore. Popsy barely used to talk.
Yeah, it's the
you work him out. You work him out. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. We'll catch you, folks, next week. Renee Foster Campbell. On the Flavor Cafe, we talk about everything in the community. We also have some, relationship topics. We kept it short this time because we're breaking her in. But we're going to explore more next week and the weeks to come. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Once again, log on youtube.com/Ricovibes Take 5 podcast. We out.
This episode of Take 5 with Ricovibes is brought to you by
Gal Farm Thursdays goes down each and every Thursday night. The #1 Caribbean party every Thursday. Gal Farm. Ladies enter absolutely free until 1 a.m. $25 hookahs until 1 a.m. $5 rum punch until 1:30. $100 bottle. Plus the $65 margarita rum punch tower. Music by Juggler Experience and the Gal Farm DJ. Free parking and Caribbean food fresh off the grill. Gal Farm. Gal Farm Thursday. Each and every Thursday night at Smash Tacos and Tequila. 4144 Reed End Road in a Stone Mountain.